Can I tell you something just between you and me? When I hear your voice, I know I'm finally free. Every single word is perfect as it can be. And I need you here with me. When you lift me up, I know that I'll never fall. I can speak to you by saying,
Good morning, McAvinnue's School. Mr. Domina here, handling the McAvinue morning announcements. Today is Monday, February 6, 2023. Thank you once again for joining me for the Monday edition of McAvinnue's morning announcements. Lots to cover, so let's start like we always do, coming together as one unified collective school, showing our ultimate sign of respect. You know it by reciting the Pledge of Allegiance. So let's stand up. Turn your voice off, get your right hand over your heart, make sure to face the flag that's in your classroom or learning space, and we will begin. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Nice job, everyone. I was struggling there a little bit toward the end. I had to catch my breath and I had to pause. So it was not a technical difficulty with the video feed. Just had to catch my breath. All right, so now we are moving on to McAvinnue's yoga pose of the week. We are bringing back the geyser pose this week because we only had a chance to do it one time last week due to not shooting morning announcements on Wednesday. And remember, the geyser pose is one of those yellow yoga poses which involve two things. Number one, using your imagination and visualizing. So thinking about an image in your mind. That's step one of the pose. And the other part of the pose is some movements that are connected to yoga, maybe a little less traditional. Geyser pose releases any tension and negativity or any extra energy that we have, kind of with that visual of a geyser. And remember the geyser, pressure builds up underground and then it releases it in the form of water and steam. That happens to be, remember, Yellowstone National Park. There's many geysers there. So that is the visual that you have to think of. So let's get to it. So we're going to start out in the standing mountain pose, which is our feet hip width apart and our hands down by our side. At this particular time, you want to put your hands right in the center of your chest, right by your heart. Want to take a deep breath in. And on the count of three, we want to release that, just like release the breath and do the movements in picture number two, which is actually number three right next to it. All right. And you want to visualize that geyser releasing hot water and steam. All right. So here we go on three. 1, 2, 3. And remember, we're releasing just like the geyser at Yellowstone National Park. Let's try it one more time. Hands right in the center. Deep breath in, hold it, and let's release it just like the geyser on 3. 1, 2, 3. All right, so that's one of those poses that you can do one time, you can do it 2 times, or you can even do it 3 times or more, depending on how you feel at the end of the pose. It's not one of those poses that says do it 3 times, do it 5 times. If you do it once, and you can feel that tension already released, you feel any negativity that you might be carrying or any extra energy, then that's fine. If you need to do it an extra time, you can as well. So it's ultimately up to you. The geyser pose has a little bit of flexibility. So nice job remembering the movements for that, everyone. We will do it again as a school on the Wednesday edition of Morning Announcements. So nice job. I like that geyser pose. I feel much better, and hopefully you do as well. All right, it's birthday time. Another new birthday graphic at McAvinue. Take a look at that one. Very, very cool. Mr. Domina, right behind that cake. Looks like I'm popping out of the cake right below. So remember, on the Monday edition of Morning Announcements, we cover the Sunday birthdays and Monday birthdays to launch our week. Ooh, very nice colors in this particular slide for this week. I really like it. So on Sunday, February 5th, which was yesterday, no birthdays, 0 birthdays, nada birthdays at McAvinue, no students or faculty birthdays. And today on Monday, February 6th, we have 2 birthdays. We have Annabella's birthday in room 303 and Jayla's birthday in room 310. That is it. So let's get our birthday celebration round of applause hands ready to go to launch these birthdays in full, McAvinue style. Stay tuned for the Wednesday edition. Remember, we cover the Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday birthdays for this week, and we have one faculty birthday to celebrate as well. We haven't had a faculty birthday in a while, so stay tuned for that. All right, McAvinnue's joke of the day. So this is not a Mr. Domina joke. This is not a student joke. This is a former teacher's joke that was sent to me in inter-office mail. So we had an amazing teacher here that taught when I was here, second grade and then fourth grade before moving over to the Bailey Elementary School. The one and only Mrs. Lawrenson sent me this joke in inter-office mail, which is a folder that gets sent from one school to another school. You don't have to put a stamp on it. So that's how I ended up getting this joke. So let's get to it. All right, this is a good one. So the joke from Mrs. Lawrenson is, why was the snowman looking in the bag of carrots? So why was the snowman looking in the bag of carrots? So I want you to think about a snowman and what you know of the snowman. That might actually help you with the punchline. All right, do you have your guess, prediction, or suggestion locked in your mind? All right, so why was the snowman looking in the bag of carrots? Because he was picking his nose. What? He was picking his nose? Like really picking his nose? Or was he actually picking his nose? There you go. Take a look at that graphic. That snowman is simply picking his nose, not picking his nose like his hand inside of his nose, but picking or selecting his nose. All right, so that's McAvinnue's joke of the day. Remember to share it with family and friends to get them to smirk, to get them to smile, and better yet, to get them to laugh. Thank you, Mrs. Lawrenson, for sharing that joke. It was a good one. Hopefully you enjoyed it as well. The Wednesday edition could be a Mr. Domina joke, and it could be a student joke. I do have a few student jokes that were shared with me last week, so you never know. You're going to have to watch that Wednesday edition. Come to school on time, and you will find out. Nice job. I like that joke. That's a good one. All right, we have multiple good news stories to share, so let's get to it. Those are our pre-K students in room 212 with Miss Annie. They read a book called A Frankenstein Valentine. Very, very great story. And as you can tell, that Frankenstein is actually not a Frankenstein. It's a Crankenstein, grumpy, didn't like a lot of things, and the students had to write down things that would make them go, yuck, that they wouldn't like, and they had simply an amazing time with the story and then writing the things down there. I like that story so much that I include it in the newsletter that I send home to families over the weekend, and I had the video version of the book reading in the read aloud at the very bottom. So students, if you didn't see that newsletter, your parents didn't share it, ask them to see if you can sit down with them and watch it maybe on your phone or a tablet. Frankenstein Valentine. Very, very good. Nice job, students in room 212. All right, take a look here. Again, Steam Studio, bringing it to the next level, doing some coding work, and that's Mrs. Patterson explaining using the compass rose, and the compass rose explains direction, north, south, east, west, and the lesson that I was able to be a part of talked about those directions in between north and east. That's called northeast. Same thing down below with southeast, so it had the directions not only that were up, down, left to right, but also those directions in between, and it was simply amazing. And again, building that sequence, that's what coding is, building a sequence of things together so that there'd be some level of movement when you hit play. Simply amazing. Working on that repeat sequence block, also the jump block. There were a lot of different things that kids were working on. So nice job coding fun in Steam Studio. All right, shifting gears to ST Math as usual. We have some 100%ers that will be joining, others on that 100%ers board in room 207. That's Cormac, completed all the kindergarten puzzles and journey objectives. Congratulations, Cormac. Brand new 100%er. We also have Habib in room 204, completed all the grade 1 puzzles and journey objectives. Habib, congratulations. He will be on the 100%ers board. Pardon me. We also have Sebastian in room 207, completed all the kindergarten puzzles and journey objectives. Boom. Sebastian's going to be on the 100%ers board. Congratulations. We also have Julius in room 101, grade 2 student, completed all the necessary puzzles and journey objectives. Julian joining the others on that ever-growing 100%ers board in the main office. And we also have 2 students from room 204, that's Sidon and Sovi, completed all the grade 1 puzzles and journey objectives, and boom, boom, they will be on that 100%ers board. Simply amazing. Awesome job. Let's do our celebration congratulation round of applause for all of these good news stories that we shared. Amazing, amazing job. All right, so we do have a little bit more good news to share, but it's school good news around ST Math as usual on Monday. Our puzzle count right now, 600 and 600,000, 600, sorry, 600,870 is our total. All right. So we are over the 600,000 mark and we are closing in on the million puzzles by the end of the school year. We're going to make it, I think, with plenty of time to spare if we continue to keep plugging away at our puzzles on a daily basis. That is an amazing number. We had some people from the Waltham Public Schools here on Friday checking out what we do for ST Math. And when we talked about our puzzle count, they were like, holy Toledo, that is an amazing total. Simply amazing. So keep up the hard work. Here's our percent progress. We're at 60% progress. We are well on our way of being over 100% progress as a school by the end of the school year. Let's do our breakdown right now. Pre-K at 43%, kindergarten at 45%, grade 1 at 65%. Room 109 at 25%, grade 2 at 56%, grade 3 at 61%, room 108 at 53%, and grade 4 at 64%. So amazing job with our percent progress. And right now, just doing McAvinnue's Winter Waddle. Remember, that was for that month where we were looking for the top 5 classrooms that had the highest increase in percent progress. During that month time period, we completed almost 100,000 puzzles. We're at 99,700 puzzles. So nice job. Winter Waddle Challenge is over for McAvinue. But here's our slide. So remember, our tracker progress is all done. That's ST Math's Winter Waddle first challenge. McAvinnue's is in the middle. That was from January 9th to the 31st. That's over. We've already announced those winners, and those winners will be getting the trophy as well as participating in the February freeze in the gymnasium with Mrs. Bellarosa and I. But we still have to talk about this one right here, the National Challenge, which started on the 17th of January and goes all the way to February 14th. So we still have a little bit of time there. Remember that challenge. 50 puzzles or more as the average for the school. All right. So let's see how we did. We've made it every single week with ease, every single week for that last Winter Waddle Challenge, that national challenge. Take a look. Last week alone, where that orange arrow is, where at 82% was our average puzzles that were completed as a school. Are you absolutely kidding me? That is an amazing total. We crushed it once again. So nice, nice job. That deserves another round of applause. All right, I will post that on social media and tag ST Math again. You never know, we could be recognized nationally for participating in this. So keep up the hard work. Nice job, and we will do more ST Math share-outs at another time. Boom, I love it. All right. So when you see that blank swirly purple screen, you know it's time to talk about McAvinnue's core values. What's the first core value, everyone? All right, I like it. It is respect. And that second one, let me hear it. Responsibility. Nice work in that final one. All right, safety. What I want everybody to focus on is responsibility to launch our week. So we're coming back in. We have a full week of school, Monday through Friday, full days of learning planned, ready to go. We are just about over with our assessments that we have this week. It is iReady Math. And then after that, we will give a break for testing. So I want you to focus on responsibility, launch your week by getting everything done the way that you need to. Follow that schedule and make sure that you put out 100% effort around your work, right? Responsible students at McAvinnue not only complete their work, but they have a plan and stay organized, right? If they have to complete a couple of different pages in math, if they have to do a writing assignment, if they have to work with their teacher during their guided reading group, they put out 100% effort in order for that to happen. That's what responsible students at McAvinue do. It's the best way to launch our week. That's what I do. I have my papers all lined up, ready to go, so I can launch my week as a principal of this school, so I don't get behind with everything. So I'm trying to be responsible as well. All right. So double thumbs up if you think you could do that responsibility challenge. Boom, I like it. And remember, when we put respect, responsibility, and safety all together, you know it. We will continue to make McAvinue the best school that we all know. That's it for me on the Monday edition. Fist bump sign out. Let's get it. Turn it. Here we go. 1, 2, 3. So go get them today. Work hard today. Laugh today. Smile today. Remember, responsibility, core value, challenge today. Get it done. Launch your week and do what you need to do so that we are able to get that momentum through the rest of the week. Get that ST math done, log on, make it happen. If you are getting on the computer today for your iReady math diagnostic assessment, ooh, very big word for your iReady math test, please try 100%. Make sure that you are trying, not just guessing, because it's very important for us to take that information next week when we meet with your teachers to see how you're doing and to create a plan if you need some extra help. We're going to do that starting next week. So try your very best. That is it. Enjoy your Monday. The weather is going to be nice out today, so get outside and get some fresh air. And I will see you in all the usual places, which is everywhere. Take care, and I'll see you soon.